What's up, fight fans? It's Christian the Artist coming to you with another fight breakdown. It's been a really long time. Apologize for that. Had some personal situations come up, and I just hope everyone out there has been doing well. You guys and your families with the COVID, the pandemic, everything that's going on. Peace and love to all your families. Video goes out to Anthony Colon, especially. This is for you, my brother. So I'm going to shoot from the hip with this video. It's not going to be as much of a technical breakdown as it is just sort of an overall feeling. And honestly, guys, I'm going to say my prediction first. And I know a lot of you are going to call me crazy. I am picking Caleb Plant to upset Canelo Alvarez on November 6th. Now, as long as there's no screwy judging, all that stuff notwithstanding, if everything is fair and judged down the middle, I am predicting Caleb Plant to win this fight. Couple of reasons why. I could get into certain technical things, but like I said, this video is going to be more of a feel. It's about just the feel of the fight. And with Canelo, one of the things about Canelo, he's a great fighter. Of course, we know that. You look at his resume, though, he does fight a lot of foreign fighters. And it seems that the slick American boxer can give him a little bit of trouble. I know people will say, oh, well, he fought Mayweather a long time ago. He fought Erislandy Lara a long time ago. It's true, but we can't forget that it happened. And one of the things about Canelo that I always liked and appreciated was, and I hope no one takes any offense to what I'm about to say, is that he is a Mexican, but he is not trained like a Mexican fighter. The old school Mexican style used to be, I'll take a punch or I'll take two punches to land my one. Canelo, they taught him a step back. They taught him how to pull. They taught him how to roll. They taught him how to slip this way, slip this way. They taught him how to slip and duck. So he's really trained like an American fighter. Now, the reason why I brought up his competition is because that style, that American style, translates well when you're fighting overseas competition. But you got to understand, the things that Canelo is doing, American fighters have been doing for decades, so it's not new to them. Enter Caleb Plant. And I know his resume is only 21 wins, no losses. I understand this is going to be the biggest stage that he's going to be on, and that's one of the question marks for me. How does he handle the big stage with the big pay-per-view, all the lights? But in terms of the toolbox and having that boxing pedigree, that American slick boxing style, I really do think Caleb Plant has the tools to beat Canelo Alvarez. Between the speed in his hands, he's going to have to utilize great feet. He's going to have to give Canelo different looks. And I'll give you an example. Sometimes he's going to have to blade on Canelo. You fight him bladed. Maybe when Canelo throws shots, whether to the head or to the body, use your feet and completely move out of the way. Completely go back. You know what I mean? And then, of course, don't go back too many steps. You go 2 steps at the most, and then you cut the angle to either side. Then you do that a couple of times, then you might square up with him. So now you're fighting him. See my body, instead of being bladed, fighting here, now I square up my body a little bit. Now you don't know what's coming. I could throw a right hand. I could throw a straight jab. I could just kind of play with your hands. Keep something in your face at all times. Come around with a right hook up top. He's just going to have to constantly give him different looks. Then go back to blading. But instead of when Canelo attacks and you retreat, well, Canelo attacks, roll with the shot, roll with it, fire back. Or catch it. When Canelo likes to do that body dig, catch the body, whoop, whoop. Or catch, whoop, whoop. So you're just going to have to give Canelo different looks. When he thinks you're going to retreat, you come meet fire with fire. When he thinks you're going to meet fire with fire, you retreat. When he thinks you're going to be bladed, you start squaring on him. When he thinks you're going to be square, you start blading now on him, giving him a smaller target. You're going to have to do that throughout the fight in order to keep Canelo on his toes, keep him guessing. Caleb is going to need sharp punching, sharp counter punching. Again, he doesn't need a whole bunch of power. He just needs to get Canelo's attention. And guys, I really do think he possesses those qualities to do that. Um, as far as Canelo, if I could touch on him a little bit, I definitely think uh, the right hand to the body, throwing jabs upstairs, right hand to the body, almost like what he did with Amir Khan, the way he broke down Amir Khan. I think that would be the recipe to success for Caleb Plant. You're going to have to break down his body and then get to the head in the later rounds and take him out. But for Caleb, again, yeah, he's going to have to be in great shape, tremendous shape. He's going to have to use his footwork, use his feet for defense. He's going to have to give Canelo different looks, sharp, accurate punching. Just basically box smart, box hard. And there's one other attribute that makes me believe that Caleb Plant is going to win this fight, which I will only share if he wins the fight. Then I'll let you guys in on the secret and kind of on my thought process and what I saw in him beforehand, even before the pressers and the press conferences and all that. There's something that I see in Caleb Plant that is an inner quality, and I'll get into that after the fight if he's able to pull this thing out. But again, much respect to both fighters. One thing, last thing I'll say about Canelo that always bothers me if I'm an opponent is his reflexes. The man trains his reflexes, and I always try to drill that into guys who want to get into the fight game. Don't spend so much time training your muscles. Train your reflexes. You want to train your eyes, be able to see those shots coming. When you have that, because that helps you then create timing. And then when you have superior timing, you're just landing shots on guys. They could throw at you, but you could just check them. You see it coming, whoop, check them. You said whoop, whoop, you could just catch them. It's like when you have those great eyes, it's just such a tremendous tool in your toolbox. And Canelo has that. He has very good eyes. He has very good reflexes. But that's my pick, guys. I am picking Caleb Plant by decision, 12-round decision, to become the unified super middleweight champion of the world. But anyway, like I always say, this is why we watch the fights, right? So looking forward to it. Looking forward to November 6th. And I will get up with you guys, maybe do a post video after the fight explaining that one quality that I saw in Caleb Plant, if he is in fact victorious. But enjoy the fights, guys. Be safe. Blessings to all of you and your families. And I'll catch you on the other side.